Asserting dominance.
Like, soon you'll be mine. It's just a matter of time until they leave the cage open.
Right, so while I'm looking for some rollable tables for stuff, who would like to do the recap?
Yeah, I love one, so.
Bumbled reads.
I could do a bridged one because I don't take.
We didn't
notes.
visit any bridge.
Haha. No, we flew instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after defeating our good old beholder friend, and no one of note was injured in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, the golem. Can't forget about the golem.
Oh yes, yeah. Sorry, the golem. Yeah, our most important party member.
Oh, well, Clive actually. Clive was MVP in that fight. No
He was
two ways
Killing-
about it.
last hit.
He stole the kill and all the XP at the end.
Yeah. We ended up
Offhand.
talking a bit with Melifera. Kind of. I don't think we got too much from her. I think there was talks about the old gods.
He seemed a bit too interested in the old gods and their kind of glorious battles, and couldn't determine if she was interested in a I'm a fan, or this is really interesting, or I need to stop it.
I think it was more of a she's a history buff and wants to know everything about history. Kind of,
although
lives life by knowledge.
He did point blank turn around and say the most of the stories were fairy tales or children's stories, especially relating to the brothers.
Yes, that's right. And Pouchy went down one of the holes for some reason. I'm not sure why. Mentioned there was a puddle of slime at the bottom. Looted a power word kill scroll, and a few other things that we gave out to everybody. When he returned, we talked a bit more of Melifera. Slicks tried to give her a quick rundown of current events, as he felt it'd be nice to speak to the ancient wizard that just came out of the statue.
He was very interested in studying Clive and putting him in a jar.
Yes, which we deflected back with. There's a cool orb up on the desk.
Yeah,
you should look at that instead.
Yeah.
Did we loot anything from the beholder?
We took
we harvested him, didn't we?
Yeah, we took some organs, some teeth, these big old tooth, some stalks. We gave him a good old skinning.
Oh yeah, I've got beholder bits and
beholder bit,
beholder teeth.
Yeah.
Stouchy got I can't remember.
Just found this.
I think we just got bits of beholder between us.
Yeah, we could make a Franken beholder if we wanted between us.
Yeah. So yeah, after sorting all our stuff out there, having a nice heal and rest at the behest of Melifera, we then decided to head towards the Hall of the Hammer. But we're too eccentric to just climb down the library and walk over there. We decided to take a direct route, by which Tenos turned himself into a giant owl to carry Slicks and fly there, while Tautu used his magical flying boots. Arriving at the Hall of the Hammer, we decided to enter by an entrance at the top of the hammer. There was an entrance about the same size as the one at the bottom, but it was at the top. And after entering, it was boarded up. But after going through, we realized it's dropped straight down to the bottom, and kind of concluded that it was an entrance for the dragon to use. So we slowly floated down the big chimney, I guess. And at the bottom, when we got low enough to actually see what was down there was a big dragon. The High Lords and a load of some of their agents. I can't remember the names of them. They were like overseers or something. And also our good friend Darius, who we were trying to beat there.
Draven.
Raven, yeah.
Draven, not Darius. He's in League of Legends. It's Draven and Darius and their brothers, and I get mixed up. So yeah, Draven. So floating down, Slicks did a surprise attack on Draven and got a free round in. At which point we then entered combat with everything in the room. Tenos did attempt to
We didn't
talk to the High Lords. However,
Tauchi did. Tauchi
Was it
attempted
Tauchi?
to float down and talk to the High Lords.
Was it Tauchi?
And we still didn't know we had been engaged by everything in the room at that point because Tauchi put himself in the middle of a massive group. And
They all ran away.
Yeah, attempted to say the beholder's dead. Like we're friends, sort of thing, and the High Lords just pussied off, legged it.
But then
Yeah.
I would hasten to add, no one else made any further effort to try and convince them after their panic. Even though you talked about it.
I mentioned it, but I didn't want to do it.
Tauchi did get wailed on at that point, and lost a large chunk of his health. So he was a bit otherwise occupied.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
just going to keep. Oh yeah, no.
So
I tried to be as.
fight ensued. Slicks mainly focused on Draven. Tauchi and Tenos attacked the agents of the Hammer, or whatever they are. But they did not kill them. They only subdued them, knocked them out.
The unusually old, sprightly.
Yes, they were like older than old.
Old as balls.
Yeah. Eventually, Draven got close to the sword, so everyone did a mad dash to try and prevent him from getting the sword. Slicks got there first after doing some acrobatics to basically beat him to it. He grabbed the sword, but was unable to pull it out after realizing it was a super big sword like the other half that we encountered. And also holding it, I believe he had like a load of screaming and like noises in his head, so he couldn't focus on anything else other than pulling out the sword. After doing this, Draven then used some banishment to banish Slicks to a separate realm. At which point, Slicks had kind of like a vision of a load of Tauchis saying something about something was happening, like the reuniting or something?
Were they
Conjunct-
Tauchis or were they just cloaked figures?
The Great Conjunction.
But I'm pretty sure they're Tauchis.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were confirmed to be Tauchis, but I think they were.
They were talking about the Great Conjunction, and they said, when single shines the fragmented sun, what was sundered but redone shall be whole, the circle made one, by Tauchi's hand, or else by none.
That was it.
Oh.
However, Draven did not get to the sword in time as Tenos. Was it Tenos or Tauchi used the scroll?
Tauchi.
Yeah. Tauchi after realizing that we'd done quite a bit of damage to Draven, decided to use power word kill.
But also after realizing that you were getting your asses handed to you by Draven.
Yeah, we absolutely were.
Nah, it's fine. No one nearly died.
Yeah, no, he
Fancy nearly
absolutely
died.
a couple of hits and he had demolished most of everything we had left. And considering the room was full of these other guys that hardly hit for anything, yeah,
He was what, level 17 challenge rating or something crazy.
Yeah, that was a level 17 CR Death Knight.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So he disintegrated after using the spell. I believe he became like a mush or something on the floor due to being an undead agent.
into ash, I think.
Tenos picked up his big sword.
It was a long sword with all kind of embroidered with symbols and eyes and very veil-esque.
Yeah, but it
And,
lost its innate powers. We assume that actually came from Draven himself rather than the sword.
The sword in terms of damage is distinctly ordinary, but it looks pretty cool.
It's worth
But yeah,
noting when
It's
he
not
hit
bad,
us
dude.
with it, it added a shed ton of necrotic damage
yeah,
on top of the hit. That's why
not.
Tenos really wanted that sword.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I got the shield as well though, just for good measure.
Yeah.
Must be
And
walking around
then-
like a proper pack horse. It's got like 15 shields, 20 arms, couple of tentacles.
Let's hope there's
I
no
mean,
stealth checks coming up.
I mean, I'm already in minus for stealth, so it's fine.
Yeah. So towards the end of the battle, the agent of the hammer gave us an ultimatum, saying that now that this guy's dead, if we leave the sword of the dragon alone and leave, they won't attack. So we all made a mad dash to the hole at the top right, and that's where we ended the session.
To the sewers.
Yeah, so
Or
this
what
is
we
the same.
assume it
You went to exit down the same hole that Draven came up from, and yeah, you left the sword in the hammer. So
For now.
we let me just double.
So on this, have we got any further thoughts on whether or not we're the baddies?
Oh, we're definitely not the goodies.
No,
Maybe
at this point, I don't think we could be
baddies by accident.
Like, is it like is the dragon the bad guy? Are we the baddies?
I was thinking this. It's like, what if we kind of proclaim, "Oh, we've killed Praxis"? Like, what? You've killed our leader. Like, oh.
I mean, really, if we could have a do-over, if we'd have just gone straight to Praxis, killed him, job done, rather than accidentally waking up one god and then intentionally maybe waking up another one or both of whom may be suboptimal for life.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
think
also
that's why we did choose not to pull the sword out at this occasion,
yeah.
even though we might be forced to later on.
Well, the other thing is also where the place we found the sword is. We just went straight to that room. We didn't go anywhere else in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Really.
Um,
Other than the one that killed Dorkin, obviously.
on the way out, did one of the priests like touch Tauchi and be like, "Soon, like the other
Oh,
Tauchis
yes.
will come near" or something, brother? And we didn't know if this was another Tauchi or whatever. Basically, there was within the cult of the dragon, there is someone who knows a bit more about what's happening with Tauchi.
Yeah,
Oh.
Tauchi's also got a cult, it seems.
He's also
His
got his own
Grand
drug
Mastership.
refinery as well.
Is there any update from Strigger?
None.
Outrageous.
You haven't checked your book for it.
Fair point, actually. See if he's been keeping the books up to date.
Mm.
So we rejoin the party. You have got to you're heading out the Hall of the Hammer, and you find this whole in the ground that leads down a ladder that then leads to like a staircase, but it's all kind of very ramshackle and hastily put together, down into the depths of some sewers. As you get about halfway down, you can tell that you are kind of well below ground now, and you can start to hear voices and activity. So where you're going to is not entirely deserted. So what order are you going down in, and is there anything in particular that you're doing as you are heading down? Or I'll give you a chance if you want to very quickly prepare yourself, because the other people in the Hall of the Hammer, once you decided to leave, were standing and just watching you. They were not actively pursuing you. So if there's anything you want to prep or do before you head down, you may do that.
Tanos would like to chug a potion just to get back a bit of health.
I should get some of those. We've got no money.
Snap.
I spent my money on my sword.
After chugging the potion and then looking at his comrades, he will decide to go first down the hole.
Slicks is going last.
Yeah, Tauchi will go in the middle. Makes sense, actually.
Yeah, he'll basically just kind of look back at Tauchi and Slicks and kind of mirror what Dave said. Like, are we? Did you guys think it was going to go like that? And then, right, to be continued, and then just drop into the hole.
Okay, so I'm going to put you in the map. So last, Tenos first. Touch you there, and it's a big map. So go to the top right when you get there. You might have to zoom out.
Okay.
But also there might be, as there always is with these things, issues with who can see and who can't see. So let me know who can see what, and let's put you over there. So you should see very little up until you get to the top right.
Holy shit! That's a big ass map.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, you can just see what's in the top right.
So yeah, so you should see a room.
Slicks can't see anything.
Tauchi's got it. He's clear. He's got all the right visions.
Slicks has no vision at all.
Right, let me quickly dynamic lighting. Vision. Should you have dark vision?
No.
No? Okay. In case you're going to have so fun a time down here. Unless you light some torches.
Tauchi's got dark vision.
Tenos does
I
not
do not have dark
either.
vision, but
Really?
I also do not have perception checks relying on sight. Sorry, the last one on there. So 30 perception checks. Lack of
Dim light
sight.
doesn't impose disadvantage on your perception checks. Okay. But no light definitely does.
It's pitch black.
Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fair. That's fair.
So, so as you get down down into this room, I'll let the rest of the party describe to you if you'd like what they can see. But unless you light something up, light a torch, you will be blind. This is deep underground in the sewers. You can hear. I'll put you back here so that I'm assuming you won't have turned the corner before you can hear stuff. You can hear gruff voices coming from a nearby room, and you can hear someone being questioned quite vigorously. You can hear them saying, "What are you doing down here? This is our territory. You shouldn't be here. Now, look, you. We want to know who you are, who you work for, and why we shouldn't have Big Rock Boy here rip your bloody arms off." And you also hear someone else coming up, and you can hear them talking about a bag being stolen that did belong to this imprisoned figure. And they're talking about Snake Lady and this bag being stolen by the Rat King.
Did you say the Rat King?
The Rat King.
Being a cat, can I do a history check to see if Tachi is aware of what the Rat King means?
Oh,
please do.
Okay.
Did something just change for everyone then?
Yes.
Right. Okay. That's big. Yeah. Okay. Ignore that. You didn't see that.
Things to have appeared in the character list, in case we're not meant to see that.
I've currently got my hand over my screen because I'm pretty sure I can see everything.
Yeah, I accidentally saw it when I moved Tachi earlier, so I've just not mentioned it.
Awesome.
And I will pretend I don't know it.
Crap! I don't think I did. Wait, let me just check. Oh no, I did do walls. Okay. Maybe I've done something weird.
I'm gonna shut up.
I think I've done something in some settings for that one. That means that everyone can do everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone can see from that one.
Yeah. Cool. So. So you can hear.
Fixed it.
So you can hear this. Oh, thanks. You can hear this interrogation going on, and you can hear it in a room nearby. What would you guys like to do?
What are the rules for stealth when you're blind? Can I be hidden but also can't see?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can definitely. I mean, particularly with your magic cloak, you're pretty confident in your ability to kind of hide.
Oh, that was a bad roll.
Where you are, but you so you don't necessarily. It would be a lot harder for you if you didn't have that cloak, because you'd have to actively hide behind stuff. But with the guidance of kind of whether it be holding on to a tail of your companions, or like being directed by them by an arm, you're fairly sure that you can control kind of the how your feet hit in the ground, making sure you're not bumping into stuff and being delicate and stuff, that you can stay reasonably well concealed and hidden.
That one would be a 22, not an 18, because of my jacket trades, whatever it is.
Gotcha. Sorry. With a 25 history check of territory on the Rat King, you know that there have been a few self-proclaimed Rat Kings. There's no like kind of single figure that is kind of, oh, the Rat King, it's such and such person. But you know that these figures tend to be rat-like folk, whether were-rats or kind of mutant giant rats, in dark underground places, very, very occasionally above ground, but people who have kind of got a little foothold in a territory. So you know they're very territorial, and the leader of that particular territory refers to himself as a king. So it's not kind of a big monarch type thing. It's not a central person, but you think it's likely that they're talking about a rat that has proclaimed themselves kind of lord of a local territory.
Cool.
Can we see light emitting from anywhere?
No.
What is that looks like a pile of treasure down to the south?
pile of treasure.
Oh no!
Tanos would. What would he do if he can't see? Either send out Clive, but he's not going to feel around in the dark. So
Oh, is
think-
Tauchi the only one with dark vision?
yeah.
Tauchi
So-
would observe what's
I
in
keep
the
forgetting
room.
that Dragonborn don't have.
No, I mean, I'm just going to get my torch out and create some light.
Well, before you do that, it's probably a good idea that Tauchi, because he's pretty stealthy anyway, and he'll probably get a decent stealth, can stealthily lead Slicks into a decent position, so that when you do appear, he could be readied should he need to be.
Fine.
Yeah.
Tanos cannot be ready with the torch, but not lit.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Tauchi would mention the treasure to the south. But say you just say there's a pile of junk and gold to the south.
Gold. I
I
need gold.
We do need gold.
don't think that's our priority at the moment.
I'll leave Clive in my chest
Sure.
plate as well.
Okay.
Tauchi would say, take would he let him grab his tail? Probably not.
Do you have like a ball of string or something?
No, he'd just give you one end of his spear, the non-pointy end. They hold on to, and he'd couch the other end under his arm so he can very sturdily guide you.
Okay.
And then he would perform a stealth check, I guess, and try and sneak around, probably avoiding the gold, suspecting there might be some sort of booby trap.
You're so suspicious.
Tauchi is suspicious of everything. Okay, how do you do this? Oh, malarkey? No, wait, what was it? Right click
Hold right click or Q
Hold right
apparently does it as well.
or Q?
Um,
No, hold Q.
Does
Yes.
does Sildar have dark
That-
vision?
That way. Oops.
You haven't inquired.
Oh.
I'll leave that for now. I'll let Tauchi do his sneaky
Well, you can do
sneaky.
it while we're sneaking.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Tauchi would sneak over this way. Well, kind of around the north side of the room. With
Let's say
Slicks holding stuff.
if you hold left click, so if you're dragging your token, press Q every time you want to do a measurement.
Okay.
You just tap it when you want to do a. See how far it is.
Cool. Right, so I should do a stealth check, Tauchi?
Yeah.
Ooh! Dragging someone
Just
behind
instantly
him.
drop the spear.
So, so you're going around the top.
Yeah,
Okay. So
hugging the wall.
let's say so. As you get to there, one thing that you can see is you can see painted on the floor is a sigil of a purple eye with two hammers behind it. As a kind of, it looks like a kind of tag. Like you could infer that this was marking territory. Let me just, yes, Dave, you can. So as you round the corner, you don't notice that there around the walls there are bits of kind of rope and string that seem linked between rooms, and you ever so slightly graze one, and it just causes a slight thunk. It doesn't set off an alarm, but it makes a thunk, and you hear the interrogation stop. And you hear one say, "Big lad, go check out the alarm. Just stand by the lever. Make sure it's okay, and If there's stuff going on, you be sure to pull that alarm as soon as possible. And you can hear some pretty heavy footsteps moving over further into the next chamber. So no one has come looking for you, but you've heard mention of an alarm. And people are milling around. So you're all right, but there's been consequences for that. Do you keep going around?
Ooh. Yeah, you know what? It's still our advantage here. Should I perform another stealth check to move again?
I'll let you have that kind of the check for this whole movement as you move around.
Okay. So, Tauchi would probably position himself just here, like, and angling the stick around to bring Flicks next to the wall, and just very quietly say, and then that's probably when I banged the string.
It's too quiet.
He would just say, "This is the entrance."
Okay.
Flicks turns around and goes, "What?"
Speak up.
What was that?
And then could he move to this side as part of the same movement, or does that need anything else?
So you move to that side. The folk in the next room, particularly the one that's nearest, have back. This one has its back to you and is facing the metal cage. And as you walk past the metal cage, you can see a figure locked up inside, looking quite groggy and disoriented. Dave, can you describe what everyone sees from the perspective of one who was captured about 10 minutes ago, having popped up down here?
So you see your good friend and companion Faust exactly like he was, with the exception of he looks a bit battered and a bit bruised and a bit worse for wear, and he kind of raises his eyes towards you guys as if to go, "Where have you been?" And then just off to the side, you'll see a little raven who will just say, "About time! About time!"
Will someone quiet that bloody bird down? I don't like it. Listen, you better start answering our questions, otherwise we'll get him back over here and pull your bloody arms off.
Would have Tenos heard Faust or recognised Faust from where he is?
Faust, did you give a look, or did you say out to everyone else? Where have you been?
No, I just a look, and the raven says, "About time."
Okay, so
About
Okay.
time. So I say the party sees. Literally nobody sees apart from Tauchi. He might say,
okay.
he might look and go, "Come on then."
Okay.
Yeah, Slix is looking the wrong way and squinting into the darkness.
I did forget to say before we went left, Tenos. You know that clicking noise cats make when they're hunting birds? I think Tauchi would have said, "Listen out for the attack on, or come with the click." But he's not clicking you.
Tenos would like to kind of just sort of put his fingers to the side of his helm and just be, "Sildar, can you see in the dark?"
My friend, I need not to see. I perceive the world around me. I know what is really there, my dear boy. Do you want to trust your eyes? You must feel with your soul. Well, I can anyway. I'm very, very advanced.
Can you perceive our way out of this room?
Well, your companions have gone this way, and you can feel the helmet just slightly kind of go, like nudge around you.
Okay. All right.
But
Then
be careful, my dear
we'll
boy. I fear you're not alone. There's always evildoers in places like this, and I don't like the look of the various signs and gang signs and conspicuous treasure lying around. And I think I definitely heard some Dwargo down there, and they are not to be trusted.
Dwargo.
You still have polymorph charges. You can turn something that you can see in the dark.
Can indeed.
I do still have. I mean, maybe I do, maybe I don't. For now, I need to know what I'm working with, so I will kind of keeping my hand to the wall and follow it around until I get to the edge in the direction that Sildar moved. Just to get to the edge, because I can kind of deduct that this is the stairwell that we came down.
Yep.
Probably some sort of shaft, and I'll basically follow it along with my hand on one side, but I'm staying. I'm not fully prone, but I'm not stood up straight either.
Yep.
I'm being very wary when I walk.
Okay. So, is Faust saying anything in response to your interrogators?
It's like, for the last time, I've got nothing. Leave me alone, and nobody needs to get hurt. This is your final warning.
You got any more of those snake bags? You need more of them? Was that the only one?
I've got nothing. The only thing I've got is I've just got a few coins. But if you want them, I'll have to go in my pocket. You'll have to undo my hands.
Evan, what do you think? Should we just kill him? Oh, I don't know. There's lots of. It's all very tense up the above grounders. Part of me says we should take him up to go and be seen to by someone in a managerial position. Bit of me thinks we should just kill him. Keep things nice and simple. I'm not sure. Well, let's just go stab him a few times. He can't get us out of that cage. You do it then. I don't want to do it. And there are 3 of these undergroundy night dwarf things getting closer to you with weapons drawn.
Like what like what have I got? Have I got like hands bound? I assume. Like what?
Lightly bound, but they are
Lightly.
They're not outside your skill to get out of.
Okay. All right.
You are in a metal cage. It's not brand new and pristine, but it's definitely intact. It would definitely hold a common person. It's quite rusted, but not kind of falling apart. Like it's still got a door that kind of locks. It's very squeaky. You only have hazy, foggy memories of being put in that cage, as though you had a conversation and then came to down here and then were very quickly put in this cage. You also don't have any direct recollection of this bag, this snake bag they're talking about, but you have a pretty good idea what it is they're talking about.
Yeah. So I think on an assumption that am I okay to cast a spell?
Mm-hmm.
All right. In that case, I would like to cast. But I'd like to say just one last time. This is your final warning. I've had a very long day. Leave me alone. Final warning.
Are you trying to intimidate them?
No. I think I'm just like a persuade. I'm being a nice guy. This is nice guy Faust.
Okay, give me a persuasion check. So I can't believe your crit is 33. That's insane. But you won
Rolled a
with advantage.
6 there.
So I mean, they pause, and they don't look like they don't look like they're hugely convinced. But a couple of them put their blades away. But one of them is still coming at you slowly with a javelin, as though he's going to just kind of put you out of your misery.
Okay.
Everyone else can hear this happen as well.
I think he'll. Let's go for. He'll do a silent image, and he'll cast like a giant 15-foot snake, and I'll ask the raven to be making some aggressive hissing noises.
Okay. Large snake. Where are you projecting this snake?
Just in front of the cage.
Just in front of the cage. Oakley dokley. I did have one.
Oh, you've actually got a snake. Look at that.
It's a snake.
This is where it would be a lot slicker if I just reached behind desk and pulled
No,
out
it's a snake.
mini.
There you go.
So this snake appears. Tauchi, you heard all of this, but also you have the benefit of being able to see this snake appear. Where is my snake? It has gone.
A quick question: does Spitfire emit light?
So I did say that it glowed. So I would say that it emits light. No, it doesn't give you kind of really good illumination like a torch would, but as a kind of feeble lightsaber kind of light, it gives a gentle.
So I'm saying,
glow.
like, in like pitch blackness, will I be able to see in front of me with it?
I'm gonna say
Is it like 5 foot in front?
in pitch blackness, you'd be able to see 10 foot in front of you.
Okay, okay.
So we have an image of a snake, and so I will let everyone kind of, particularly Tauchi, as you can see what's happening. Are you doing anything before stuff happens?
Just check.
Slicks is gonna wait.
Ooh.
He's
Oh.
still feeling a bit of a backlash with the last fight.
You
Can
know
Slick
what?
can Slick or
mental.
Tenos even see anything?
No, we can hear everything that's going on.
Yeah.
I would.
Maybe
Tennis
if
would
someone
do.
casts a fireball, we might be able to see.
And Tennis just around the corner is going to just do an underarm throw, straight down the middle of the room for about actually towards this pillar, so that it kind of, with the hope that it ricochets off the pillar, kind of this sort of direction, right?
Okay.
And he's gonna just, like say, underarm to try not to break it. He's going to throw a glass eye against the pillar. Just attempt to distract them slightly.
Okay. I mean, so bear in mind they're already pretty distracted by the image of a giant snake that's appeared.
Yeah, I kind of want to get a noise behind them, sort of thing.
You want to get a noise behind them. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay.
Do you remember the conversation when you made a noise earlier?
Not a big
Go
noise.
stand next to the big lever, and if you hear anything, pull the alarm.
Oh. Yeah, it's a fair point.
So I will be fair and kind of say to you that if you make a big enough noise behind them, there is every chance they will seek to run away from the noise. And from where you are, that will be towards you guys. But I mean, if that's what you want to do, please do. It's just you would be able to tell that's roughly what they might do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whereas at the moment, you can see that basically the three Dwarga are pretty startled by this snake, and we're about to see if they run away from it or not.
Okay. In which case, do we know which one was approaching the cage still? Vera.
This one.
And
So
which one?
this one has its javelin out.
Okay, excellent. I think Tao Chi would attempt to slip round the corner, kind of. It's pitch black. Try and get a thing here, sort of. Assuming they can't see though, they'd probably be able to see, I guess.
They are definitely acting like they can see what's going on around them.
Yeah, balls, that wouldn't work, would it? Thinking that he could come up out of the dark, but we've got no reason to.
I think it's a suck it and see, surely.
Yeah. Okay. Can I ready in action?
Of course you can.
Okay. I think Tao Chi would ready in action to throw 2 darts.
At the nearest
The
Dwarga?
nearest one, if he gets too close to the cage.
Okay. So.
Oh, gone.
So go.
But has Flicks backed away from the corner? From the.
Yeah, he took a step back.
So I would hope that Tanos found Flicks in his mad scurrying and would take his place in front of him just to kind of shield him from any potential incoming.
Is this a time for Clive's hand too?
Clive's hand doesn't have dark vision.
Tenos.
You can see everywhere.
Tenos will hear. Clive's hand has true sight for 30 feet.
Ooh.
In a
I would also
similar,
cast
similar way
Mage Hand.
to the helmet that you're wearing. A snake, my dear boy. There's a giant snake, but don't worry. I sense it's not real.
And I just give a little. I just kind of tap on the head, tap on the helmet, and like a cheers.
Okay, and we're gonna do some things to see if they are worried or not. 1, 2. Oh, crikey. 3. Okay.
Oh.
So, this snake has successfully worried these Dwarga, and they are gonna not be happy about the snake. This one is going to move away there.
So I'll put Tao Chi back so we can see.
So I'm going to say that these ones are going to start running over there. Now, who's been drawing rectangles on my lovely map? What conspiracy is this?
Me.
So, in the panic, this Dwarga is not approaching the snake, but looks like he is about to throw a javelin at the person in the cage. So, given that, we are going to roll some initiative.
Did that trigger my action? Oof! Critical fail.
Stellar initiative thrown in a cage.
I've been sat here waiting. I'm ready and waiting.
A bit worried about this lack of vision.
So we got that one, got that one, got that one, got that one. Everyone line. So,
Does Faust have dark vision?
Yes,
Okay.
because he's a human, and humans get dark vision.
Yeah, he's definitely human.
Hmm.
From what you can see, he's definitely human.
I mean, your portrait looks a bit different, but yeah.
Forget about the portrait. Portrait's not important. You can't even see the portrait.
Yeah.
Tauchi can definitely see there's something.
Are we able to see from Faust's vision now?
Let me see.
Seeing as we now know it's Faust and it's not a secret. Just so we can
I'll
see
give
what's
you.
going on in the
I
room.
can probably help with the light situation a bit.
Hang on, there's 2. There we go. That's that.
I've got a really creative thing to do with the light with my mage hand.
Okay.
Oh, please do the creative thing. But so Tauchi, your action was triggered by you saying approaching the cage.
Okay. Would that not constitute like violence towards a cage?
You said you're going to throw a spear at
Go
it.
on then, yeah. As you can see him throwing his javelin, I'm going to say that yes, you can throw your darts, and that will kick off initiative.
Normally it'd be 2, but should I just do 1 because because he's a bit late noticing because it's a javelin throw rather than.
Okay, so 22 does hit. Sorry, I was looking at the initiative there. 6. Good hit.
I'll just do the 1 dart because I feel he would have been slightly slower to react.
Okay, so
He was looking for a charge.
So you can, from the commotion and the fact that Tauchi has flung 2 darts, everyone knows that a fight is happening. So Slicks, you are. Oh no, hang on. I deleted you because you were. I deleted your token. Sorry, you were first because you critted your initiative. So it is. Oh, this is so clunky. So you got like a 25.
Yeah.
We'll move you. So it is Faust first and then Slicks.
Yep.
Oh, crikey.
If you hold on, you can put it in the middle of the square.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so Faust would have been aware that people are heading off this way. This golem's a bad guy, right?
When you say about to go,
Sorry,
when you say about to go, you mean leave?
a bad guy.
Oh, bad guy. Oh yes, 100%. He was.
Okay.
You saw the Dwargar gesturing towards him as the one who was going to pull your arms off.
Okay, cool. In that case, I would very much like, and this is going to help Slicks on the vision front, I suspect. A 60-foot by 20-foot wall of fire, please.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Let's put some light there. Actually, everyone can see what you can see, so that's fine. So that's a dex saving throw. So the one on the left and one less on the left. Wow. And
Excuse me.
Ah.
for that one. Those 2 fail. So 5d8 fire damage. And
So I think that
half as much for the golem. Oh, you've already rolled that, haven't you?
I think I rolled it.
Okay, so
22.
So that one's 22. That one's 22. That one's 11. Cool. Is that your turn?
And I think I'm just gonna send my Raven off somewhere relatively safe. So away from everybody to like over here somewhere. and just say, keep an eye on them.
Uh,
And I think that'll be turn, please.
Okay. Slicks.
So can I see now?
So you can see a. So this. How long does. So this wall of fire lasts for a minute, or for as long as Faust is concentrating on it. So it'll drop at any moment. But you can see. A large fire over here. So, yeah,
Right.
you've
So there's
got
no
reasonably
need for
good
me
sight.
to. There's no need for me to make any light for now.
At the moment, no. You will treat it as though you can see.
All right.
See completely well.
Did my mage hand go off before the fight? I did say I was going to do it beforehand. Don't know if you picked up on that.
You did say you were going to do something with mage hand, so let's say your mage hand is out. So yes, you can use mage.
Okay. So originally I was going to give it a lantern and make it float in the air with a lantern, but there's not much point to that right now. However, due to my special mage hand stuffs, I can first make it invisible.
Yeah.
And it can unlock. Can use thieves' tools to pick locks and disarm traps from range. So I
Awesome.
assume I would need sight of what I'm going to, but
Which you now
so I'll
have.
stand here, and then I'll send my invisible mage hand to unlock the cage.
Okay.
I can use a bonus cunning action to control the hand as well if I needed to.
Excellent. I mean, yeah.
Cool.
The cage is unlocked. So
Okay.
Faust, you can come and go as you like.
Epico, thank you.
So how do you normally use mage hand? Move it is a bonus action usually.
It's an action normally, I think.
It's an action to cast it.
Yeah, no, you can use your action to control a hand. So I think because you got a special one, it's a bonus action, I think, isn't it?
I can use my thing allows me to choose to use a bonus action to move it.
Yeah. So normal one
Yeah,
is
so
an
normally it's
action.
Okay, all right then. That'll be my bonus action then, and then my action will be to, I guess, firebolt this guy who's in front of me.
Okay. Yep,
24.
absolutely hits.
And 17 fire damage.
Is
And then I'll step back here.
brave. So they're all still up, but all of these Dwargar are fairly well hurt now. It is the large stone golem's turn. You see him reach out and yank on this lever, which you notice is connected to this series of strings and ropes that were all around the walls. It's slightly suppressed by the effects of fire raging around it, but not completely, because it's kind of high up and you didn't the lines weren't up against the walls, but you can hear an alarm going off. It is the clunk 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 of well, some of you would recognize it as like thigh bones being clunked on skulls, which are arranged strategically throughout here. And yeah, so you get the impression that others have been alerted to your presence. So that is going to be his action. For his movement, he is going to move right into the middle there. The Dwargar. This one is going to...
Just in case it affects anything, I misread my ability. It's not 20 foot wide; it's 1 foot wide. It's 60 foot long though.
Okay, right. In that case, pick a Dwargar that you could have got. Top one or bottom one?
Let's go top one because I would have kind of drawn it across a bit.
Could have done a ring of fire though if you read through.
I could have done, but I didn't read it properly, and that's the problem.
Would you
I
read it as
also,
room
I
of
also,
fire?
when I,
Warlocks that don't read
when I was-
contracts properly.
yeah, exactly. When I was reading through, when I was making my character, I realized I could have saved myself in 3 different ways before I died.
Lol.
Yeah,
Well,
I could have cast fly, use the dimension door scroll, and I've got as a pact thing, I can add a 1d10 to a failed throw if I want to.
Oh, it's a good thing
You
that
don't
there
have
were no
dimension.
consequences whatsoever to you.
Yeah.
So the Dwargar to the right is going to do what it plans to do and throw its javelin at Faust. Although... no, first of all, you're going to see this Dwargar. In fact, you're going to see all the Dwargar get bigger.
get big.
Oh shit.
So they are now roughly the same size as this stone golem. I don't think that's a bonus action, so I think that's their action. But this one is still eyeing up Faust. Snake's no longer there. This one is unharmed, so this one's going to move that way. This one is harmed, so is going to move there, go into the water, then across there for 20, 5 more. So none of them make any attacks, but they are now big. Tenos, your go.
So having seen, right, so I'm going to pop my head around the corner and engage with this Dwarga after I see one of Tauchi's darts sticking out of it, and also flick this firebolt flying towards it. I've got a pretty good idea. I should probably engage with this guy. But feeling he's got the rough end of the straw, as when he jumps in, it's now twice the size. And spots Faust and kind of looks at, like, gives him a, as he comes around the corner, just a look of like,
Oh, mate.
well, it's more just a look, and then just kind of drops his head and just sighs. It's like, oh god, like just knowing, like he's not surprised, but he just knows it's not going to end well. And then I'm gonna attack this Dwarga, not to kill, but just to kind of knock out.
Okay. Yep, 26 hits. Oof. So with them, it topples down to the ground and is unconscious. So I'm gonna put that there, but it's unconscious, and it shrinks back down.
Okay. So I moved, what was that, 5?
And it did that on the first hit, so you still have one. You can still make one attack.
So that did that on the 26th or the 27th?
On the 26th.
So I can still make 2 more attacks then, right? I mean, I'm not in range, so it's fine. I can't reach the golem,
You sure?
so 35. No, I can't quite reach it. I will move forward and just kind of with this Draga proned on the floor, just kind of put my foot on its back and lift my sword and point it towards the golem and the others and say, if you know what's good for you, you'll back down.
Okay.
Trying to intimidate them.
Some people are going to be moving in the background. Bear with me, because there is a very loud alarm going off. This one's going to go
Sorry, I didn't mean to move you down. Okay.
over
Right.
there. Okay, and this one is going to go there. Okay.
Can I see any of the kind of strings or contraptions from the alarm around the room?
Oh yeah.
Is it all on the ceiling?
It's kind of up at the top of the wall, like near where the wall meets the ceiling. But you can see, like, there is kind of quite a convoluted network of strings and pulleys and ropes around all the walls. But you can see that kind of there's a mechanism from this lever that was pulled that kind of clunked a few and kind of has set something off.
Based on where I am in the room now, can I effectively disrupt that mechanism by cutting it?
So the kind of mechanism where it's like where they all come together is right above this lever here.
Okay.
But there are all around the walled areas, and these bits here, that's just because the map, where it's a continuous wall, unless I tell you otherwise. All around all of these walls, there are these string things. So if you can get to a wall, you can definitely have a go at tugging on the ropes and the strings and see what that does.
If we could get to the lever, could we cut more?
I'm gonna use up the rest of my move to basically move towards this wall up here and attempt to kind of no there and attempt to disrupt the alarm either with a sword or just basically if it's here to be connected by some sort of string, just stop it to disrupt it.
Give me an intelligence, some kind of intelligence check based thing. So maybe an investigation. Yeah, so it's okay. So with a 17, you think that like you could figure out that you could disrupt it by kind of tugging on them, like one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But if you cut them, it would probably just it's kind of you think it's 50-50 as to whether it kills the alarm or kind of latches it on, so it's on constantly. You can definitely, if you grab hold and tug, you could kind of suspend it.
I like them odds. I'll give it
Uh,
a go. Before I do that though, I'd like to use my second wind and get some health back. So it's a D10 plus my level. So 5 plus 11 is 16 health,
nice.
which is a bonus action.
This has my D2 on it. So you're trying to cut the ropes to see what happens, whether it kills the alarm or latches it on permanently.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see which one it is.
Tenos will commit stage.
Okay, I'll let you choose. 1 or 2 for being successful in killing the alarm.
1.
Okay, we're going for the long pointer on this. Oh dear. I mean, you can't see it because the needle is over it, but that's a 2.
Oh, okay.
So you cut through the ropes, and you see everything kind of loosen and like start to fall away, like kind of a chain reaction. Like everything, the tension is going from everything, and this sound of kind of drumming bones just keeps on going clunk 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 clunk. And you can see them kind of now that you kind of more into the room, you can see strategically positioned throughout the room, and from the sounds of things kind of throughout other rooms as well, you can see the skulls up there with kind of bones pounding them.
Okay. Awesome.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to look towards the golem and run. I'd like to look towards the golem and then kind of gesture towards the south to say, I assume he's not one of yours.
So no such luck. I don't know where mine's gone.
Funny that.
Tauchi.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going to go and try and stop the alarm now.
I mean, you could try and take out the bells one by one.
No.
But there's at least 4 in this room.
I mean, he can run fast, but that just seems. Okay. No. Alright. That. He's. Okay, yeah, no, okay. I can do that you thing now, can't I? What's that? Oh, I'm going to come back for a sec. Does a spear have an extended range? Or is it still 5 foot?
You tell me. Is it if it's in your inventory? I believe a spear might well have reach or for 10 foot. Let me.
I think if it was a bow staff, you would of course use it at length to keep someone at bay, or to be honest, a spear or a yari or something on that lines. So traditionally, it was used to keep people at length.
So
Double the length of a sword, really.
No, I don't think it's got reach. It's just versatile. It can be thrown or versatile, which means it can be used one or two-handed.
Yeah. So it does not have reach. If you're using a halberd, then you would.
Yeah, I think a halberd got like a pike or something.
Okay. Fair enough. Come on, man. Not much else I can do is a bunchy thing.
Yeah, run in there, go punching.
Shit, hold on. That was 5, and then 45. Cool. I'm gonna give him a whack with clobberer.
18 does hit.
Cool.
For less than 8.
Less than 8. Okay. With that though, I'm gonna spend a key point. Can you make a con saving throw?
Con 15 eats it.
Make some beats. Oh yeah. No, so I just thought I thought I might have missed a stat up, but I didn't. Proficiency didn't change. Cool. Okay. So.
While you're thinking, Tenos, just remind me, how are you dressed right now? Because I struggle to keep track sometimes.
I have Flix's cloak.
Slicks is all.
I have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have Brian's armor. I didn't take Draven's armor.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have my shield, my original shield. I have Draven's shield as well, but
Okay. Cool.
stuck that with the other stuff, and I'm still using my longsword from Forge,
Gotcha.
and of course
Can you-
Sildar on the head.
Can you dual wield the shields for like +4 to AC, and then just like constantly punch people with your shields?
I mean, we can give it a go.
Is that a feat? I feel like shield.
Shield
Something is a
wall or
feat.
something. That just
There,
seems about.
there is some I've seen. You can use. I believe you can use it as an improvised weapon.
There's shield master that
Yeah,
allows you to use it as a weapon. Yeah.
basically like Captain America style. Just. But I also get +1, no, +2 to one-handed. So whether that counts as one-handed as well, just one-handed like weapon, but it's not a weapon technically. So.
Okay. Tauchi, yeah, still you go.
Yeah. So he's gonna then one movement, put it behind, and whack with an unarmed strike.
Okay. 17 does hit. Okay. So you're using your hands, which are magical. So takes that.
Cool. And then he's gonna do a old flurry of blows. So I just want to check Stunning Strike wasn't a bonus action. It's not. Thought I might have been double bonusing then. I'll make another unarmed strike. Bloop.
14
Didn't hit.
misses, I'm afraid.
Another one. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
You just kind of just touch him in a way that makes him uncomfortable.
I always like doing that.
right on the boulders.
How many key points do you have now?
Enough. I have 6.
Slicks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Did I've missed
What?
Faust again. Sorry. That's
I was going to say, I was
Sorry.
surprised. Like,
Sorry.
my turn already?
Faust,
Just so used to him, not.
You are now in an unlocked cage, unlocked by an invisible mage hand.
Wicked. I think I'd say thanks, Lex. I'm making an
I'm not here.
assumption. I'm making an assumption. I have my necklace
Mm-mm.
or not? Okay.
The party took that off you.
Yeah. I think I'd look around, being ever so slightly miffed, being like, "Where's my necklace?" And then I'll pop up to here. Oh, sorry. Did this one take additional damage, by the way, at the end of its turn? That one over there.
He's in the fire.
He's finished his turn in the fire.
He has finished his turn in the fire. Oh yeah, he'd be dead.
Wicked. I'll just to mix things up, I'm going to Eldritch Blast the big golem dude.
Second one hits.
Oof.
Ooh, that's a big one. Oh, it's because of crit. That's why. Yeah, it's 13, not. Oh, that's disappointing. I was like, holy shit! And he gets knocked back 10 foot.
Away from you.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
I think I'd look to move my. Can I have control of my raven, please?
Sorry. Yes.
It's okay.
So. Controlled by all players. There we go. You should be able to move it around.
Wicked. Thank you. I'm just going to move him out the way. And that will be my turn, please.
Okay.
Does anyone respond to whoever's got my necklace?
Tauchi would nod, but he will throw it to you when he has the next free action or bonus action.
And Tenos will just still just kind of be aware that the Faust is there, but not kind of not react too much to that.
So as you've now spent some time in the room, everyone, well, besides Lix, would have been able to spot that the locations of the alarms in this particular room are... There's one here. No, that's a line. Don't want that. I want your freehand. There's one here. There's one here. There's one here. And there's one just at the entrance of the room. So now it is Slick's turn.
Okay. Questions on my hooded lantern. What type of action would it be to take it out and light it? I have a hooded lantern and oil.
I'm gonna
It's
say
not my
that
adventuring gear.
you knew that you were coming into a dark place, so if you have a hooded lantern, I'm going to make an assumption that you could have had it lit and closed beforehand, so that you could be ready to flick it up. So I'll let you kind of flick it up as a free action.
Okay, I'll do that. And I'll move 30 foot this way.
Okay.
And spending action dash to go here. And I'd like to investigate the treasure.
Yeah, so there's a pile of treasure, which is kind of, it's a lot of the bulk of it you see is made up of kind of dust and grit and rubble and stones, but there's quite a few. There's some like really old coins, like old bronzy coins, but there's quite a few gold coins in there as well. There's the odd jewel. There's quite a lot of dross in there, but you feel like if you were very quickly just kind of like filling your bag with it, you get a decent.
Oh, I'm going to take
amount
my
of gold.
time.
Yeah, well, if you're taking your time, then yeah, you reckon you could get a decent haul of gold here.
Oh, there's a big monster in here! Ah! And I hit my sword against the wall or something. And I'll probably spend this turn and maybe another turn collecting valuables.
Make me a deception check.
Oh, I hope this is good. 18! Hey,
I
it's
mean,
decent. Hold on.
Ev-
Oh, wait, I am proficient in that, so it counts as a 10 if I didn't roll a 10. I rolled a 15, that's fine.
So, I mean, it's pretty convincing to everyone else that there's a bit of a fight that Slicks is held up with back here. So it is this guy's go. He is going to go up to Tauchi and is going to make 2 slam attacks. 19 and 24.
Yeah, both hit.
So that's 17 bludgeoning and 24 bludgeoning.
Oof.
Fuck. Stuff is starting to hurt now.
It really is. Especially when you have another rest.
Jesus.
Oh wait, no, that takes me exactly down to 0. Takes me down to 0.
Interesting.
Nothing you can do. You can't dodge. You can't.
No, then standard attacks, aren't they? I can't.
Didn't you
dodge
do? You clicked patient defensive though. Was that just?
No, I did. That was an accident. I meant to. It was. That should have been flurry of blows.
Okay. You're gonna start making death saving throws. So that's the golem's action. And the Dwargar is going to make it to Faust, and it is now enlarged. So it's going to hit you with its pick and fail miserably.
Excellent. I didn't want to die again.
Meanwhile, the alarms are still going off, so I will just move these other people who are coming around. So that would be 50. That would be another 50. That guy will be nearby. They're on their way. That guy's going to wait. And they are going to be hitting. And you can start to hear. Let's put that guy. You can start to hear kind of what's going on in there. The alarm's going on. We're coming. Run away. Tenos, it is your go.
Going to after seeing Tauchi just be slammed down to the floor, kind of run and engage with the golem. And basically try to subdue his attack. And this isn't a Mr. Nice. He's going in for it now. Not going to knock out. Or not very well. Okay, let's try again.
That definitely hits. Is your sword magical?
No, it's not magical.
Okay, so take some of that. And again, you just kind of just brush your sword against its leg.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is that your go?
It is my go. I would probably notice that my sword would not have much effect.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I will disengage as an action, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so I can't disengage. No. That's all I'll do. That's all I can do, to be fair.
Tauchi, please make your first death saving throw.
The
So is
first
that
one
just
of
the
the
death
entire
saves
campaign.
one?
Yeah, you click where it says death saves.
Cool.
One failure. Which means if this golem were to decide to step on your head right now, or you rolled a 1, you're dead. Faust, it is your go.
I think the Raven, so it's got a 50-foot flying speed, which is a lot more than I thought it was. So he's gonna over to here. Dash. He wants to out, and then just shout, "Liar! Thief! Thief! Liar!" And then would kind of sit down expectantly, like with his mouth open, like next to Slicks. And Faust is going to regret the decision, but is going to back up to there, take the opportunity attack.
Okay, it'll get you with its enlarged pick again. We'll pick,
Enlarged what, sorry?
enlarged pick.
Oh, pick. Okay.
15 piercing.
Okay.
And please make me a concentration check.
Oh shit! I forgot about concentration. That's con saving, isn't it?
Yep.
Shit.
So your fire goes. plunging the area into darkness.
Oh, that's not helpful, is it?
Except for
That's not help.
Slicks has got his lamp out, so Slicks can see.
Thanos is fighting a
I
golem in
see
the
all this
dark.
treasure in front of me.
Double shit. Okay, all right. Let's be a nice guy and let's do a give Tauchi 6 healing. You're welcome.
Thank you. Does that bring me up then?
Does indeed.
Okay.
Wake me up.
And let's
Excellent.
throw out one Eldritch Blast at each of them.
Okay.
First one at the top, second one at the bottom.
Okay. Both.
Oh,
So the 14 is at the top one, 7's at the bottom one.
14 plus 7.
can you knock them back as well, please?
And knock them both at that.
Okay, and you're there, so that'll be 10 foot that way. That'll be 5 foot, 10 foot. And the alarms are still going off. Slicks, you've kind of been rumbled, but only by a bird. You can still keep gathering.
Yeah, as the bird opened its mouth, I'll put a coin in its mouth and then keep on gathering.
Awesome.
Right, shut up and give it a coin.
I mean,
Continue.
I'm rewarding you a lot of money for doing this just because it's bold and funny. So yeah,
I've got no health. I'll take one hit. I'm dead as
Yep.
well.
I mean, you could just loot out in a minute. There you go.
He got quite a lot of gold.
So
Yeah.
big guy.
Yeah, I'll be able to buy health potions for everybody once we get back to the surface.
Yeah.
Big guy's going to go
Maybe.
back here. Tenos was up in his face, so you're going to get 2 slams. 19 hit?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
So you take 10 bludgeoning.
Yeah, he's got plate armor and a shield.
Yeah, I've got a high 80. That's higher than.
Just
It's higher than 19 and lower than 21.
he's just surrounded by that big dick energy. It's just it's just keeping him safe.
Yeah.
And this enlarged... Oh, this one can get to you as well. This is going to make an enlarged pick. That's it.
Yeah.
8 more piercing.
Wait, how much health do you have? Bloody hell.
Quite a lot.
You have 100. Is that 109 max?
Yes.
Oh, 103. I was zoomed out.
50.
I did use a potion and my second wind. I used means to get my health back. I don't know if that's something you guys know of.
What?
Used what, sorry?
I used a way to actually get health back on my character.
What's this pot that you speak of?
Oh, I just left the game.
No. Right.
That's a great idea. If you leave, you can't take damage.
That pick was
Right.
really savage.
Yeah, Rick's house rule is that if you're not here, you can't die. Quick, Ollie.
Oh yeah, better leave.
Disconnect. Turn off.
Yeah.
You
is
can't
it-
die, but I reserve the right to put you on another plane of existence.
There you go.
So they are all moving there. Okay, the alarm is still going off. Tenos.
Thanos will yell out to Flick for a bit of. He would notice he hasn't done anything for a while, and kind of say, "I hope you're not doing some sneaky shit back
I can't see.
there." I'm okay. So I'm gonna swing at the Draga. I think that's the best move here first. Damn, sorry, I actually did update my 73. That's right. So the Draga is gonna longsword. Oh wow, wow!
For fuck's sakes.
2 in a row, literally two in a row. That's nuts. Ooh, that's still
Doesn't
not
make
great.
it, I'm afraid.
Wow.
Really?
A lot of ones
Jesus.
going around here. 17 does do it.
You can
I'll take
attack
that.
3 times now.
I can attack 3 times. Yeah.
What the shit?
And
Not that it
He's a
fucking
fighter.
matters.
Oh my god! I think I've got 3 Eldritch Blasts actually. I completely forgot about that.
that takes this one down.
Thank God
That
for
makes a
that.
big difference for Eldritch Blast.
I will see that one freak down, and could I also, having seen like the marks on the floor, the like purple eyes,
Mhm.
could I pull out the sword from Draven to see if it has any effect on the golem?
Are you just pulling out the sword, or are you saying anything or doing anything along with it?
I'm going to pull it out and say, I'm going to say this again, back down.
As you show the sword, the golem looks like it kind of lowers its fists and not bows its head. I obey.
Nice. Party of golems. Everybody get your golems.
Nice.
Is that your go?
I'm going to tell it to turn the alarm off. Shut the alarm off.
Okay. You're telling it turn the alarm off. Okay. So on its go, that's what it will do. Tauchi.
I mean, if it's gonna go and turn off that alarm, and I don't need to try and smash it, I will.
You are aware others are on the way.
Yeah, I'm very aware.
I think even if the alarm turns off, they're still going to come and check out what set it off. Or why it's been going off. They're not just going to, oh, it's off. Oh, it must have been a drill.
I think the golem is going to take it literally to basically just punch the wall. So
The
It does seem very
golem
simple.
will carry out your orders in the most efficient way that it calculates.
okay,
Okay. I think. So, well, I still can't move away just casually. We're still in initiative, aren't we? So, I need to disengage.
So no, this one is. It's. You think now that because it's been ordered by Tenos, like its primary concern now is turning off the alarms. It does not seem a threat to you, unless you were to provoke it.
Cool.
It's got one
Okay.
track mind, so it's now doing that instead of fighting.
So, Telchi would move over to Faust and push into his hands the necklace of Lady Hallwinter. And in the same hand, the Whisper Wind Scepter.
Oh, wicked. Thanks very much.
Okay. Faust, make sure they are back in your inventory. By the way, just so it's clear, this Dwargar is unconscious and will be for a number of hours, but you do these things. Are you doing anything else?
Yeah. How far do I move? 20. Probably. He would be quite concerned about what's happening in the other room. He's equally in no shape to.
there's a chest there.
Is that a chest?
Loot.
A barrel.
To the left, is it a chest or a barrel?
This one.
Looks like a chest.
It's map decoration.
I think.
See, that is
So.
a chest I have put there. It is not part of the background map. Oh, no. There's a glitch in the Matrix.
What the fuck?
Map
Everyone
move.
takes 10 psychic damage.
Is that the thing?
You need to lock your backgrounds.
So Yeah, I think Tao Chi would, after doing that, attempt to take a quick look over the corpse here, while watching this room, kind of trying to peer around the corner here and around this way, not being able to see Slicks at the moment, but basically looking for anything that might get him bandaged up, maybe a potion, something like that.
Okay.
Anything.
Yeah, you can't see Slicks, so as far as you're concerned, he's having a hell of a time. He's all tied up back there. What do you find on? You find a small bottle of something, and you find a hip flask. You don't find anything that's labeled health potion. But yeah, you also find a javelin and a war pick, as well as. Are you taking time to investigate and properly loot this body?
Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
so taking up your action.
Yeah.
Okay. You find a very, very crude map. I will send it on WhatsApp later, but essentially doesn't look much more detailed than that.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool. Okay.
Couple of amoebas.
Faust.
So I think the Raven would use its movement to go back to Faust and would just place a single gold coin on the floor, and then would dash back with that
Does your Raven have a name?
It does have a name.
Okay.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Graven.
The other thing's got a good name though. I'm happy with that. So I think Faust would, it's kind of like be fairly chilled. He's been through a lot recently, but he knows things are going to go his way now. He's got stuff on his side. Things are going to be all right. He's going to take a good look at the dwarf that has been interrogating him for the last while.
Mm-hmm.
Importantly, for more than a minute, 10 minutes, or whatever long it is. And then he's going to move up towards the entrance of this place and shout back to Tenos, "Send the golem this way. Get rid of the bodies."
Are we still in the limitations of initiative and movement?
Yes. Because there are other people heading towards the sound of the alarm.
Okay.
I realise I didn't say the important bit. I think it was implied, but I didn't say it. I'm gonna turn myself into this guy, into the dwarf.
Okay. Slicks, you have you spent 2 goes just piling gold, silver, jewels into your bag of holding.
Yeah.
Are you carrying on doing that?
How much have I taken percentage-wise of the pile?
I would say that you've taken about 2/3 of the pile. I'm assuming this is all going into your bag of holding.
Yes.
Yeah, 2/3 of the pile easily.
Okay. Yeah. Let's leave it at that.
Let's not get greedy.
Yes, I get 2. I need to leave something for the rest of the thing that was here and I didn't take. Okay. I would move 30 feet back.
You're not feeding the Raven.
He'd give it another coin. It's only. He'd give it a silver coin this time. Instead of wasting one gold. Dash. Or cunning action dash. So that's 40. 60 total. Okay. And I'll ready an action for when something I don't know, aggressive gets in range, I'll shoot it.
Done.
So
Okay.
an enemy gets in range. So something that I want to shoot gets in range, I will shoot it.
Okay. So this golem is going to go.
Oh, and I can see 60 foot because of my lantern. So I can see to where Faust is.
Okay, cool. So 15 foot smashes that. And and I'm gonna say that because it's just doing that, I'm gonna let it smash that one. So the alarms in this room are definitely getting duller. This golem looks like it's going to next be heading up here and then here. Dwagar, that one's going to move 25. They'll be ready actions, so there'll be that one. This one's going to be dashing. So it's going to be 50. That one's going to be behind it. That one's waiting there for instructions. Okay. Tenos?
So to command the golem, is it an action, or can I just talk to it?
You can just talk to it, I think.
I
Assuming you
will.
still have the sword out.
Well, okay, right. So I will, for the time being, yes, cease my normal longsword and have this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call it veil sword out for now.
Yeah.
And I will ask the say golem, do you have a name?
I am Rock.
Rock. Yeah, that's a strong name.
It's a rock solid name.
Once you're finished with the alarm, accompany our party and escort us out of the sewers.
I obey.
I'm going to, so with saying that, I'm going to move to the chat, and I'm going to. Is it open? Closed?
It looks locked.
Can you see the chest?
I can see 60 meters from Slicks, I assume, as he's emitting light.
Ah, yeah.
Or am I too presumptive? What's that? 35. Right, easy.
It would be a lot better if that light wasn't there, just for many reasons.
I'll give the chest a little kick. Does it shove?
I'm emitting 30 foot of bright light and additional 30 foot of dim light.
So
That's worse.
He's got a hooded lantern though, so it can very quickly shut off.
Yeah, it can shut it off to be 5 foot dim light around me, but it requires an action to do.
Yeah.
So
Kicking
you've confirmed it's locked and it's not a mimic, which is very out of character for me.
Okay. Can I attempt to jimmy it open with the blade?
I mean, an attack action. To would I'd let you do to kind of brute force it out, or if you want to try and like be more delicate about it, it's up to you which one you'd like to do. One's definitely easier than the other to achieve.
I'm worried attacking the
If
chest
you're
might
if you're
evoke
not bothered
rock.
about the keeping the chest intact, you can definitely, with your strength, smash the lid through with the pommel of your sword.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that. I'm not bothered about the chest, unless it's we're gonna have another banshee situation on our hands. But fuck it. Yeah, let's go for it.
Make an attack against the chest. The chest's AC is 10.
Oh, hang on. Just very quickly, I'm gonna add in just a box standard longsword.
I mean,
Just
it
so.
comes with locks if you want me to open it.
Well, you've been out the room for half this encounter, so believe it
I'm
or not, I
here
don't have a
with
lot of
light.
faith in you contributing to this.
I'm why you can see right now.
Okay, longsword one-handed. There we go.
Yeah, you bust this thing open.
Okay.
Inside, you can see mostly it's mostly papers. There's what looks like various records of orders. You find several documents which signify official affiliation to the Guild of Architects and Stonemasons.
Okay.
And a slightly more detailed map.
I will definitely pocket that slightly detailed more map. Anything of monetary value, or is it just seems to be papers and information?
No, I think I was generous enough with that giant pile of gold.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, well, Tenos didn't see the gold, so.
True.
Okay, so with that, then I will. I'm going to say that was probably an action, right, to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will move the rest of my movement to just there, just basically sidled up to the. I assume these are columns in the middle of the room.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, just sidled up to the column, just there, and that's my turn.
Tauchi, you heard Faust say, "Hide the bodies" or "get rid of the bodies." I think everyone would be kind of aware of his plan.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Are these barrels?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, is that one on some barrels as well?
It kind of there's barrels kind of interspersed. There's kind of scattered barrels throughout the area. They're not necessarily exactly where they are on the map. They can be if you'd like them to be. If you have a plan that involves barrels, there are barrels nearby.
Yeah, I mean,
For instance,
think-
if you wanted to stuff a tiny dwarf creature into a barrel, there are barrels around you can do that with.
yeah, I think I'd get Slicks to stuff this one in a barrel. Say, stuff him in a barrel, and then Tauchi would move over and grab this one and stuff him in a barrel.
Okay.
Maybe having a feel around his pockets while I'm doing so.
So that'll be an action to stuff him in a barrel. Having a quick feel around, you find another hip flask.
Another hit flask. Okay. No unknown vials this time.
Not this time, no.
Okay.
Is that your go?
Yeah, and then he'd probably hide. You know what? He'd hide in a barrel himself.
Please hop in a barrel.
Hop in a barrel. Okay.
So I'm going to say that you are hidden for all intents and purposes. That's the wrong one. That's sleepy. You're hidden unless I'll only make you do a stealth check if someone comes over and inspects the barrels. Faust.
Okay. Let's go another 30 foot. And I think Faust would use message to Slicks to say, "Turn off that fucking light. Hide the bodies."
Which do you want me to do? I'm
And-
going to do one or the other.
Just do it. And
Alright, so cranky.
where's my Raven gone? Where's he gone? Oh, he's hiding. He doesn't have dark vision, bless him. And he's gonna peg it to here.
Could you kind of stealth a body in your cloak? Slicks, could he kind of stealth a body within his cloak?
So the Raven's called Racket,
Oh, nice. Very good.
and that's turn.
Okay, so you are now disguised self as the Dwargar who was interrogating you. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Slicks.
So, am I able to shut the lantern and hide the body in one action, or is it one or the other? Because in the description of the lantern, it says it requires an action to close the hood, which I think seems a bit OTT.
I don't think that's. I don't think shutting the hood of a hooded lantern, which to my eyes is that at most. That's not the same as making an attack. So I think that's a free action in my book.
Okay, thanks.
Oh.
I'll do that.
But thou art a
then
generous
I will
DM.
Shove the closest guy into into a barrel or something, or a box up here.
Okay. I've got to ask, just because it is Slicks.
Yeah.
He's unconscious. Is Slicks?
He wouldn't put any effort. I don't think he would finish the job because he's unaware of the plan for the rest of the group if they want to use this guy to interrogate them and get more information. But he wouldn't go his way to make sure there was air holes in the box he's putting them in.
Okay. So everyone else is aware that kind of this Dwargar is being put in a barrel, dropped in head first.
Yeah.
But
he's not being careful.
That's resizing. So let's just stick him.
And then I'll probably hop back round behind the wall here because I want to keep my lantern on, but I think that will hinder me in hiding. So,
okay,
I will keep my lantern from emitting light too far because it emits 5 foot around me when the hood's closed.
Cool. So this guy is gonna go there, clunk that one. I said he was dashing, so he's gonna go just the way there. Clunk that one. The alarms in this room are silenced. You can still hear distant alarms throughout the rest of the sewers. But the alarms around you are now silent. And the golem turns to Tenos. I will escort you out by quickest means. And use the rest of his movement to head back that way.
He's gonna try to escort us out back where we came, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. So we now have. Gonna go there. This one's dashing, so it'll be. So there's 3 Dwargar now coming in a line, and for the time being now, as this is kind of social interaction, we're going to pause initiative, so everyone can act as they would. These 3 are going to turn around and they're going to see you first, Faust. What's going on here? Heard the alarm? Does the bastard with that snaky bag that the rats got out? The cage is empty. What's going on?
say those incompetent fools that we deal with, that we work with, they've let them go. They've gone back. They've gone back up the ladder, up to where the light shines.
The Overgrounders?
They're gone.
The Overgrounders let them out? That's a bit peculiar. Give me with advantage, what would it be? Persuasion. Or deception, sorry.
That's not the right one.
That's
Sorry,
not the right one.
there's a bug next to me. Oh, fuck my ass.
It was with advantage.
Fucking hell.
So, one of them.
Also, just a moment of respect for the crit fail with a 14.
Oh, this is why now a simple encounter takes one of you down to 0 HP, and one of you's low enough HP to not want to attack. High level now. So one of them gets closer and bangs on the wall to the right. Get ready, Stephen. I think we need a little bit more explanation there. It's, who came down and just got them out of the... Once they're down here, it's our business. Who came down and took them back out? That'd be someone pretty senior. Who took them?
There was 8 of them. There was 8 of the Overgrounders. They came down. They broke him out.
Why?
They killed our colleagues.
What? Our lot? Vale? Overground Vale lot?
No!
Oh,
The guys from upstairs!
You don't mean the Hammer Bastards, do you?
Those Hammer bastards.
Hammer Bastards.
8 of them came down. They killed the guys. I barely escaped. We need to check there's no other means of entry down here. We've got to make sure that our area, our home, is secure.
Well, I mean, our biggest concern is those bloody rats and bloody thieves down here. I mean, we can't just take our eye off the ball with that. I think we need to just... What do you reckon? We just seal up that hole? I think we seal up that hole.
We know that there's a hole there.
Yeah, we
We
seal
need
it
to
up.
check everywhere else.
Well, we know
I'll
where
deal
all the
with
other...
this one.
We know where all the other bloody holes... What, you... Oh, you mean make sure they don't come down the other holes?
Exactly.
Ah, right, gotcha. You keep an eye on this one. We'll sort out the other exits. We'll make sure no one comes up, no one comes down. And we keep an eye on those bloody rats and bloody thieves.
So take Stephen with you, just in case you need some heavy lifting.
And he goes, that's a good idea. Stephen, wake up, wake up. Your shift started now. We're going to go stop up all the holes. And you hear from around this corner a stirring as something wakes up. And another large golem comes out and says, I obey. And starts heading off. And make me one more deception check. As this one says, so you're going to cover this one. No one's going to walk away, leave this one unguarded, right? I can trust you.
This one's with me. They're not getting past me again.
Make me another deception check.
Oh,
That's better. 32.
Right. Well, I'm glad that you weren't hurt, Evan. And he goes in to give you a little kiss.
Well, I'll say, by way of, they did drop this, for you, as a thanks for coming to our aid, and he'll just generate a coin from Mephistopheles.
One of
That's it.
Mephistopheles' coins.
Yeah.
Okay. The boys were a sweetie. And I'll tell you what, if you heard anything else about if you heard anything else about anyone taking the snake bag from the Rat King, you let us know.
I say I think the snake bag is the least of our worries right now. We've got to stop the outsiders.
Right. Well, I guess we'll figure out the new alarm system as well. This one seems to have gone nuts. Stephen!
So
Stephen! Sort out that fucking alarm, will you? I obey. And these Dwargar, not that one, start heading back off. And so you are now in a more quiet, more secluded area. Dwargar are going back off. You know that they are heading to keep an eye on the rats, but also to make sure, in their words, no one gets in, no one gets out of the other entrances that they control. And I think, time is it 20 past 10? I think that's where we're going to call it. And I will send through
While
the
it's all
maps that
happening,
you have on
Slicks went
WhatsApp.
back to get more treasure.
Sorry?
Slicks went back to get more treasure while that was happening.
Okay, so is Slicks leaving kind of a token few coins, or is he be cleaning them out?
He'll leave a small collection to give back to the rest of the party to try and alleviate any doubts that he took more. Like, oh, look at this treasure I found. Here's your share.
Okay.
It's nothing compared to all the stuff he took.
Okay, I'm gonna use this. Okay, so that's a.
So just for clarity, Faust is broadly aware of what's going on. Old Racket, let him know.
Slicks, in your bag of holding,
Yeah.
you have roughly, because you decided to forego any and all combat, and while your colleagues were coming reasonably close to dying, you managed to collect an estimated 764 gold pieces worth
Jesus.
in assorted gold, silver, bronze coins and jewels and other wares.
764, yeah.
764.
So he said. Okay. Nice.
I think that's actually 763 because one gold was given to Faust or Racket.
I've taken account of that.
Okay.
So it's a short rest an hour.
Short rest is 1 hour, yeah.
Okay. Okay, and you need to take short rest to use your hit dice.
Yes.
Okay.
You're in an
Nice.
area that you have convinced others who have a purple outline to their tokens. You are friendly and you are keeping secure. Overall, the map you're on is a hostile map. So rests, when you take them and how long they take, are up to you. But it's not the kind of place where you can just go, yeah, we'll just set up camp here and assume everything will be fine. There is risk. It might be fine.
I mean, Fauci's in a barrel. I'm a little bit worried about the unconscious guy, but think for
Bring him with us. Roll the barrel along.
Well, no, I think we could probably rest up for an hour reasonably safely.
I mean, we could, if we're worried about the guy that's unconscious, I mean, we could just make it so he's not unconscious anymore.
I'm more concerned about the golem. I think we could probably get away with directing him in a way that benefits us, but it probably has its limitations. So either we can keep him around, or we could send him away.
I have one level 1 spell slot left. I can disguise self as well if need be.
Oh, so it'd literally be Tauchi's in a barrel. Tenos won't really fit in a barrel, so it's Tenos that would need to.
Don't worry about me hiding. I have methods for that.
Stealth.
No, I
Your
don't.
plate
Swinging
armor.
swords around going,
Come on,
you've seen fucking nothing.
Well, I mean, my that's the thing. Like, how wed to does my authority last if the sword is not visible anymore?
I'm assuming it's just this big dumb golem has seen sword, so he obeys. I don't think the other guys are gonna realize that, oh, that's Draven's sword. Why do you have Draven's sword?
I don't think the sword will work on the Draugr. Or the dudes. I think it will work on the golems to some degree. I think, yeah.
How long can a minor illusion stay up for?
Minutes?
It's not super long.
I was gonna say, because we.
Minute.
All right.
So we can,
I mean,
we
it's a
can.
cantrip, so
We do have
kind of-
something. Yeah, we can absolutely set up shop. We don't need to be too worried about being stumbled on and being caught unawares. That's not a problem. I can deal with that. Let's gloss over how. It's a good job Dorfkin's not in the party anymore. He probably wouldn't approve.
His ring is though just to clarify with the map, these kind of what look like openings in the walls on the north and south. I think you said the north, but the south there they're not
So these
other parts of the
here
map.
are they are not entrances and exits. So all manners of if there's an entrance or exit that kind of goes off map, it is very, very obvious. For these ones here, just treat that as continuous wall. I didn't have a chance to.
So we're in a dead end effectively. Apart from going back up to the hammer, we're in a dead end.
Yeah. So just to be clear, there is still a very large gaping hole at this end that you came in through.
Okay.
But yeah, there's no kind of extra ways in through here.
And not here either.
No. So it's only this way.
Okay, cool.
Can I
Was the Faust's new appearance obvious? Or is well, no, he's disguised right now, isn't he? But prior to that, was it obvious that he's a bit more horny?
Not unless you've specifically looked at me.
Is there a good reason for that?
There's a very good reason for that.
Have you? Are there measures that you have taken to avoid scenarios?
So I think Faust is acutely aware that the party is a little off on the whole Mephistopheles thing, and given recent changes that have occurred, he probably wouldn't be keen to make the extent of those changes clear. So I think he'd be pretty keen to disguise himself as his old self.
Yeah.
For now.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, in that case, yeah, no one sees the horns.
Yeah. What horns?
Exactly. Just like your old buddy, old pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we looking to rest up here?
I think it. Well, I need hit points. Slicks needs hit.
I think short rest is needed.
Can I ask Rock then, with sword in hand, even though it's in the dark, I can probably more or less make out where he is, based
Pretty
on
loud.
the sound. Yeah, vibration. Say, change your plans, Rock. We need to secure this area. Can you go and stand by the entrance to this room from the direction we came from, i.e., the hammer, and make sure no one else comes through?
You know he's not
Are
going to
you-
let me through
Yeah,
now.
are you gonna have
Well-
Slicks come in first?
I know that, and I'm trying to give Slicks time to actually get back in the room.
So we're heading back off we're heading back off this way,
Yeah.
right? We're heading back off that way.
No?
You're
We
gonna
don't
like
wanna go
hole
that
up
way.
around here somewhere.
I thought we were going to.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so we have the golem standing there, and then we sit.
So I got them like around here somewhere.
I was going to have the golem basically where Tenos is, and then we just hole up in this room here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the bad stuff's coming from the other way.
We don't know that. There could
We
be
don't
something
know.
down on the hammer.
That's true. It could be from either way, couldn't it?
Mm.
Okay. All right. Well, if we have the golem on that side,
I mean, the only other option would be to put the golem on the left side and you cast illusion on this short gap here to create a wall.
that's it. Okay. Okay.
And then we just have to be careful.
Okay, so you're telling the stone golem to stand here, block anyone coming in and coming out.
Yep, and I want to make it very clear. I want him to face away from us, like towards the
Yeah.
where potential enemies might be coming from.
Yeah. Okay. So here's his back to you, and you guys are holding up in there for a short rest.
Yep.
And so if I'm where are we holding up? Here.
Yeah, in the middle room.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I think I'm going to let's say I'm going to cast an illusion of a beholderkin called Mr. Peepers. It's just a moving illusion that stays around for an hour. Nothing to be a concern. And he's just going to sit. He's just going to kind of patrol around the general area and let us know if there's any issues.
Okay.
But how much of a does it look? How much of a beholder does it look like?
It looks definitely like a close cousin of a beholder, but it's clear that it's not a beholder.
How similar is it to the Prixie?
It's different. So the Prixie looked very much like a very tiny clone of Praxis.
Okay. I wonder
So
whether
it had
Tenos would attack it on sight.
So it had the eye stalks. It had like the same characteristics. This is more focused on kind of a single eye, and it's got horns and kind of stumps where eye stalks could be, but it's kind of a few evolutionary generations away from it, and looks kind of derpy.
Mr. Peepers is displeased with the description. But Mr. Peepers is a good illusion and will go around.
This illusion of Peepers. Are you also creating an illusionary wall?
It only lasts 10 minutes, so there's no point.
Oh no, but like Rick said, it's a cantrip, so you can recast it.
I see what you mean. I honestly don't think Faust would, because it's like every minute for a 60 minutes. It's not much for a rest if you're having to constantly.
I was going to say, if you were doing that,
down.
you would not be resting.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Short rest ahoy.
So
That's
yeah,
unusual.
so
Actually
short
made a
rest.
plan.
We will see if that's successful. And I will send on WhatsApp the maps that you get, because you got a very, very basic crude one, but you also looked in the chest and got the slightly more detailed one. So I'll send that on WhatsApp, and I'll put it in the journal as well. And then you can get an idea of what direction you want to take next. For your information as well, you would know that it is now nightfall. So we are now technically on the 11th of Black. And so the events of the wider world are unfolding. You still thought that you had a few days before, shit really hit the fan. But, it's only fair that I remind you of the wider world. Then again, this is only an hour's rest, so, not a lot of time.
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel like I'm pushing you one way or the other.
That's fine. I think Faust, at some point during the long rest, would say to Slicks and very knowingly present him with a very special coin, saying, "I think you missed one."
Okay. Been curious about this since Tennis got one. I'll pocket it.
Coins for all.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. When Tenos had his, he was actually planning to steal it if he needed it. That's he used it before he had the chance to steal it.
When you gave one to the Dwargar, did you give any kind of hint or anything like that as to what it meant, or did you just present the coin?
Oh, I just presented the coin.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, I wouldn't want to guide them to do anything that they might later regret. And similarly, if they write it off, then that's fine too.
Super. Okie dokie. We have set some interesting things in motion, and I'm looking forward to seeing where of the 1, 2, 3, 4 paths I anticipate you going down you take, or the more likely you're going to do something I haven't considered. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that next week.
Yeah.
Nice.
When you say something you haven't considered, are you expecting us to consider it as well? Or we're just going to barrel down a random...
Let's do some random shit.
Oh, I kind of, to some extent, you've got a very large, strong stone golem in your control. There's lots of things that you could do with that I won't have thought of.
I thought. Here's a question: what happened to Faust's golem? Is it still just stood there?
Yeah,
so
it's on top of
when everyone
Mellifera
left,
up.
it kind of went limp and kind of piled up on itself.
Yeah.
No one disturbed it. No one took any bits away.
Okay.
You
Would
were in a
Faust?
rush to leave.
Yeah. Would Faust be able to kind of sense it or talk to it at all, or
You are still
too
attuned,
far away?
You are still attuned to the necklace. If that's something you want to try and do during your short rest, you can absolutely try and do that.
Yeah, I think providing it wouldn't disrupt the short rest, I think he'd look to coax the golem to meet him outside somewhere. Would he do that? I think he'd say to hide in a corner. That seems like a better idea.
Hide in a corner.
He is in
You
the
said
middle
to
of
leave the library first.
Mellifera's office in the library.
Yeah, because Mellifera is now alive and up there.
Oh, really?
We might even
Okay.
be already experimenting on this golem.
Okay. In that case, I think Faust in great haste and without regard for the future, because why would you do that? Would say, "Come to me."
Excellent.
Um,
Come to me. Good. Good.
So while resting, Tanos will observe Faust with Dawkins' kick ring in one hand, and then one of the Ilmater talismans that he got from Brian in the other. Just observe him.
I think if you
I
if you're
thought-
spending quite a while observing, you may perhaps see the facade slip a little, and then a couple of horns just peeping out, some interesting tattoos, and a big shiny orange eye.
Are you wearing are you wearing Dawkins' ring?
No, I've got it.
I
Townsie's got it.
you could give us a Tanos.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me remove it from the inventory.
I did notice in the inventory that like seemingly everybody's got everything.
um, um, Tanos wasn't wearing it before we came down, but during this time, yes, he would put it on.
No one is beyond redemption, but he's getting too close. Is what you hear. And yeah, we'll call it.
Yeah. Slicks would be coating, well, soaking his sword.
Yeah.
As it is night time now.
Yeah, you can absolutely be doing that. Yes. Presumably just in the waters that are in the sewer.
Yeah. Just the whatever he's got covering it.
Yeah, so
Scabbard or whatever it is.
yeah, so you can have some information about the water as well. It's deep enough that most people lying prone could hide in it. It's sludgy, so it's not kind of crystal clear water. So you could, unless you're right on top of something, hide. But it is thicker than normal water. Some areas might be hazardous to health, but it's not like overtly instant poison or anything like that. But yeah, you can douse your Spitfire. Cool, awesome, and we'll pick it up next Thursday.
Yeah, look forward to it.
We did it. We made it less than 150 foot. That was very good. Thank you.
Well,
Welcome back.
Amazing, thank you.
Welcome back, Faust.
When you get an idea for the scale of this map and who's in it, that might prompt some slightly different.
Holy shit!
strategies.
Just zoomed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all later.
See you later.
Thank you.
See you later.